Okay. You want us to search for treasure on a sunken treasure ship. Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we gonna help this busty babe or what? Help her out search for treasure? Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that, Ami? Thank you, Amaterasu. You're a true savior. Oh, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, we must wait a while until the new moon rises in the night sky. In the shallows there is where the ship ran aground called the Lunar Lagoon. The tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tide's out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. We'll meet at the ship on the night of the next new moon. Okay, we will do that. And also, let me see if I can show one more thing here. Hey! Oh, the wonders of nature. A deep valley between two lofty peaks. Issun! Come on! Oh, that is just beautiful. Boy, Ami, you seem really eager to help her. Also, well, I couldn't say no to those two either. But we can't let our guard down. I mean, who knows? That busty babe might be Himiko's puppet. And if we're up to no good, then we should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. Oh, boy. Issun, yes, that is his nickname for her. The busty babe. Get used to that one. You're going to be hearing it for a while because Rao is a very, very important character. Like, very important character to the story. Oh, Issun. Oh, Issun. What am I going to do with you? Cover you in wolf slobber, of course. Anyways, we are off to the sunken treasure ship to see if we can get in somehow. Now, yes, this is going to entail a dungeon. Yes, this is going to run a little bit. It's going to be a pain in the butt. So, since it is a dungeon, make sure before you head on in that you do everything you want to take care of before going in, because after it, although it's not 100% required immediately, it's going to kind of force another thing upon you that you can't necessarily escape from for quite a while. So make sure you get this taken care of. I mean, once you get this taken care of, you know there's no turning back, really. So there's the treasure ship, and the moon turret is way up on that cliff over there, so we're going to want to head over that direction. And it's a long, long run, but we're going to jump up on top. And by the way, this is why you need a Holy Eagle you need it to progress in the game, because you cannot get up on top of these turrets without it. So make sure that you do such a thing. Either way, I am going to jump from this clover and see if I can make this jump. Oh, I missed. What, Ami? You want to climb up this tower? Shut up, Issun. I know. We've learned Holy Eagle. I know. Shut up. Okay. Stop. I can do this. See? As you can see, there's a crescent in the water. Weird. What a nice view. Too bad it's spoiled by that sunken ship. Sorry looking thing, ain't it? Hey, look! What's that strange pattern on the bottom of the sea? Looks like a huge crescent moon or something. It's shaped too perfectly to be a coral reef. What was it that busty babe said? Something about the moon turret? Wonder if she meant this thing. What was it she said? That we needed to be viewing the moon? Crescent moon. From the sky? From the moon turret? I think that was about right. Yeah! Oh, that's off-centered. What a shame. Oh, no, apparently it's actually perfect. Never mind, I was wrong. And low tide is kind of funny because it doesn't completely reach the shore, so whatever. I'll take it. Holy smokes! That's not something you see every day. I wonder if it's safe to walk on that lagoon. Well, only one way to find out, so let's go. As I said before, water dragon won't even attack you in this part of Yoshima Coast, so just go for it. As Issun always says, leap before you think. So there are actually a couple treasures around here that I want to grab before we head on inside. First one being over here. There's actually 3, I believe. None of these, I don't think any of these are stray beads necessarily, but they are still something you're going to want to pick up, because you can only get them when the tide is down, because, well, you have to dig them up, of course. So there's one here, and then there's one on the other side of the ship as well. They're all in their little clams, oysters, whatever, glass beads. And then I believe the last one, actually, is a godly charm. If I am correct about this, it is disgusting, and I should be ashamed. I'm kidding. I'm actually very proud of it, because this is my all-time favorite game ever. And am I proud of it? Indeed I am, Godly Charm. How did I freaking know? Because I played this game way too many times. Alright. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head up here into the glowing light that you can see even when the tide is up. So obviously this is an entry point. Let's head on inside. And just a warning about the sunken ship. This dungeon is... This is to Ōkami what the Shadow Temple is to Legend of Zelda. This is kind of the freakiest temple in the game. If you... I don't find it scary at all, to be fair. I mean, granted, I don't find Amnesia the Dark Descent to be scary. But, that being said, this is definitely tamer than, like, let's say Silent Hill or something like that, as far as horrors go. But it is a little bit creepy, and it does have some jump scares in it. So, if you are, you know, those things do get to you pretty easily. Just viewer discretion is advised, I guess, in this area, because it is a little bit jumpy. Starlock's curse. They probably sealed it up like that to keep looters out. Oh, great, it's the slow text. But I've never seen such a sinister-looking curse before. I sure hope this whole ship isn't one big curse. At any rate, this puppy ain't gonna be easy to dispel. Matarasu. Oh, look who's here. And it's it's a torso shot. Busty babe. You're here already, both of you. Oh my god. Amaterasu. Please, how could you be so lewd? This is the treasure ship you were talking about, babe? No, it was the other one, Issun. Don't play dumb. Yes, this is where the fox rods Queen Himiko was looking for are. It was sunk by the water dragon, and now it's filled with monsters. But my holy powers can easily deal with a few dozen monsters. There's nothing to worry about. Let's go in. And I'm losing my voice. That is not okay. That's all fine and dandy, babe. But what about this cursed door here? Was it sealed up like that to keep looters out? Or maybe it's the curse of those who died when the water dragon sunk their ship. That thing's just seething with an intensely evil power. So, there's a cursed door to stop anyone from getting it through. I see. That's a neat trick. You got that right. We better find another way in. And of course, like any well-endowed woman, she likes to keep things in her cleavage. It's time we joined forces, Amaterasu. But there'll be more barriers sealed by magic as we get further inside. When we come to them, I'll use a prayer slip to break the seal. So, if you don't mind... And this is kind of a little neat trick. This is actually expounded upon a little bit more in the game with a certain item that we'll be getting. And much, much, much more so in Ōkami than the sequel, which I will be talking about more later. But this is the whole concept surrounding partners. So we actually have Rao as a partner. She's going to be on our back, and she actually has an ability. So Matarasu, handling the prayer slips is my affair, but I would like your assistance in targeting. Don't worry, what I ask is not difficult. You know how to manipulate the brush of the gods, I believe. Use that power to guide the prayer slip from my hand to its target. Let's practice on this. So what we want to do is we want to, as you can see, holy smokes react when we get on the prayer slips. What you want to do is drag them to the area you want to hit, and bam, there you go. Fantastic. As long as I have my prayer slips, there's nothing to be afraid of. Not even monsters. Enough practice now. Great treasure awaits. Let's go find the fox rods. And now as we go up the staircase, you're going to see that there are some spirits. They can move around while your brush screen is open. You're going to want to hit them with the prayer slips because if you do so, you can get demon fangs for it. You only have an arsenal of 3 prayer slips at once, so you can only... but they come back so quickly that's really not a problem. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Plus, you're not going to be using them that much in this dungeon. So here we are, and I'm going to, for those of the faint of heart, I am going to kind of give you little warnings. Not like on-screen warnings, like I'm just going to, I don't know, I'll tone it down for sure, because I don't get scared by stuff like this, and I know exactly what to expect. Yeah, we're going to be millionaires even before we find the fox rods. But, yeah, I'll definitely tone things down a bit, because I don't want to make this, you know, just... This is not a horror game, okay? If I wanted to play a horror game, I'd play a horror game. But we're not playing a horror game. And by the way, that is something I want to read real quick. Celestial Envoy. It's going to be number 15. When the spirits of evil rise up to infest this world, those benevolent gods who guide us will find their strength drained. Their power can only be sustained by the faith of humanity. I, the legendary Holy Messenger, acting as the 6th Celestial Envoy, have spent my years traveling and preaching to promote this faith. Only my tribe can communicate with the gods and act as Holy Messenger, spreading the word of the gods throughout the land. If we fail, the gods' power can never be restored, and all is lost. My brush is the tool I use to spread the divine message. The path I have walked has been long and fraught with peril. However, for the sake of the next to take on the mantle of Celestial Envoy, I cannot rest for even a moment. That's a little bit of a tidbit. Now, you probably heard some cackling earlier. You probably just heard it again. If you head up here, yes, indeed, we have the head of the Spider Queen, and the prayer slips do nothing to it. It's gonna get in your face and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. She's so scary, but then she vanishes forever. Now, this is kind of creepy, too. Blah, that's a little bit creepy. This also. He's going to run at you. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your prayer slip on him, and you'll get some money out of that. He explodes, so don't be too close to him when he does so. Now let's do the same with this one. And there we go. Alright. So if you ever see a more brightly colored chest, that is where you're going to have to deal with those. Now the only way to go is this way. Watch out for these bamboo shoots. They will try to shoot up and stab you from all sorts of directions, so just be careful. And squeeze through there. Perfect. As we head into here, we have a new set of enemies. Now, okay, I will admit, I always freaking forget the names of these enemies, and I will never ever remember them until the day I die, probably. But this is a brand new set of enemies, and they are a very interesting bunch. They actually have a really cool root in mythology, though. I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap, you need to calm down. Now, we are not gonna have their floral finisher for a very, very long time, so don't you worry about that too much, about trying to get that or anything, because we're not gonna have it until like the end of this arc. So, but they do grant you a lot of demon fangs once you do finally get it. Either way, I never remember their names, but they have a very special story to them that I will be getting into in a bonus video. And they also combine to make an even more deadly enemy that we will be seeing soon enough. So let's open up this door. And in here, see, there's the night sky. We got a scale with a barrel in it. Isn't it beautiful? Even a ship doomed by the water dragon can enjoy the starlight. But it only looks like this inside the ship when there's a new moon. As soon as the sun comes up, cold seawater floods the ship again. Yes, this ship has suffered a cruel fate. Well, if you remember, back in that other room, there was a barrel down there, and there was a ledge to get up from, or get up to. You can't do that while the barrel's on the ground. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to do exactly what she said and flood this ship with seawater. Even if it is going to be to our disadvantage a little bit. As you can see, the ship's going to change a bit, and we're going to have to deal with that now. That's impossible. It can't be daybreak yet. Surely this can't be. You didn't do this, did you, Amaterasu? Your powers can control the very movement of the heavens. Indeed it can, miss. Indeed it can. Now, just a warning, I never actually mentioned this, but you can come back to this dungeon at a later time, so don't worry about that too much. We always can come back here. Now, the reason I'm switching to a rosary right now, to double rosaries actually, because of what we are about to encounter in here. So look, these two clowns are back. But they're back in style. Now I do remember the name of this enemy. This is Ichiro. He is what those two can combine into if you do not break both of their armor, or either one of their armor quick enough. He is also a pain in the butt. So you're going to want to draw lilies on the battlefield. He is kind of difficult to take care of, not going to lie. He's going to fire shots at you, so be careful. And I just lost Godhood, which really, really sucks, actually. I would prefer to keep my Godhood, honestly. I'm going to fire at him a few times. He's going to launch himself at me. Let's see if I can hit him. Oh, there we go. All right, get up. Come on, fire at him. Keep hitting him. Wait for it. Oh, my gosh, that was actually really close. Now, let's see if we can get back up here. What you're going to want to do is, as soon as you can stun him, you want to power slash him. No. Fire. Game. Please. Okay, now once he gets closer, let's actually get a lily going. And I'm going to get a horrible rank on time, because this is actually my least favorite enemy in the game, okay? Like, seriously, least favorite enemy in the freaking game. He is such a pain to fight. I hate fighting him, and I'm surprised that we have not finished off his armor yet. Ugh. Okay, so that right there should have stunned him. So now he is good to attack, and he is still got a lot of health left on him. He's practically a mini-boss, to be fair. Like, not easy to fight. Once you get a stronger rosary, of course, he's going to be a lot easier. But he's still a freaking pain. So if I can actually get to him, and let's see. Let's put up another lily. There we go. Let's actually slash at him a little bit. I really would rather use my weapons here to show how that's used, but I'm not having the best luck. Thank you. Now, I'm going to get the worst possible rank on time right here, because that was a pathetic display. But that is Ichiro. The way you're going to fight him in future instances, what you're going to want to do, and I highly advise this, is you place lilies kind of... now, you will not have very many other chances to fight him. In fact, I believe you'll only have like one or two. Well... yeah, you only have like one or two. Granted, as soon as they combine to form him, they flood the battlefield. You're going to want to kind of place 4 lilies in kind of a very close together pattern, kind of in the center to give yourself a lot of walking room. Actually 5, probably, more like a plus sign. So kind of like, here, I'm actually going to demonstrate it just so I can kind of show you guys what you want to do. You're going to want to just give yourself a lot of walking room, and you can do it in battle, but you can't do it on the just outside of battle, but you're going to want to kind of place them in a plus formation like that, like I was drawing them, because then you'll have a lot more walking room and you'll have a lot of freedom to hit him with your rosaries. Anyways, that took a lot of explaining, and I actually took a hit, which really sucks. That is sad. I apologize. Either way, let's stop this horrible display of gameplay, and actually, we need to end the episode. Shoot! Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Ōkami. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. In the next episode, we'll be finishing off the sunken ship. So, see you guys then.